Hey agents, and welcome to Shadow Gaming. Today we have the daily targeted loot allocation for May 17th, 2020. Go ahead and get this thing started. Let's go. So starting off today, we have one of the rarest things that you can get in the game, and starting in the dark zones. So in dark zone west, we have masks as the targeted loot. So this would be the highest thing I recommend today to farm. It's probably the rarest piece of gear I've ever seen in this game. I've never been able to get it, even back, in TU7, all the way up until now. I've never been able to get the Hollow Man mask. This would be my most recommended targeted loot allocation for today. Everyone's going to be in the dark zone farming today, so I would rush to get here as soon as you can. There's going to be a lot of PvP probably going on, and a lot of people stealing each other's Hollow Man mask if anyone can get it to drop. Remember, it has that damage to health. It's the only piece of gear that has damage to health. It's really good paired with assault rifles or really anything, and it goes great against tanks, doggos, and everything else. So this would be my #1 recommended thing to farm for today. But definitely get in the Dark Zone West as soon as you can. In Dark Zone South, we have Providence Defense Group and Holsters in DZ East. You can get the claws out in DZ East. While it's not a DZ exclusive, I believe it's easier to drop in the Dark Zone when holsters are targeted loot, because it did used to be a DZ exclusive and no longer is. My third recommendation would be gloves, BTSU data gloves at Camp White Oak. I did this mission yesterday, and it was actually really easy. Me and 3 other people blasted through this mission extremely fast. It didn't really get that tough until near the end. Not at the very end, but the second to last area, it started to get a little bit more difficult, but we blasted through it and got it done. And it's a Black Tusk mission, and that's where BTSU data gloves drop, is Black Tusk. So definitely go check out that mission if you don't want to go in the DZ West to check out the Hollow Man mask, or you've already got it and you need something else to farm for. Otherwise, I'd recommend light machine guns at the White House, or really my biggest recommendation if you're looking for the Pestilence or maybe even the Bullet King is over in New York City, but I will show you that targeted loot map in a second. If you're looking for the Sweet Dreams shotgun, Constitutional Hall and Foggy Bottom has shotguns as targeted loot, so you can definitely check that out as well. And I always recommend farming Lincoln Memorial if there's anything good here. And today you have Petrol Defense Group, so if you're looking for contractors gloves, you can farm here at Camp White Oak. Or since Lincoln Memorial is a short mission, it's also part of the Mercury and Jupiter Manhunt, and it's got 3 bosses at the end. I would more than likely recommend Lincoln Memorial, like I said, because it's so fast and there's 3 bosses, so the quality of loot drops is usually much higher. I would recommend farming Lincoln Memorial before you farm Camp White Oak if you're looking for the Petrol Defense Group gloves, the contractor's gloves first. Otherwise, I'd farm for gloves at Camp White Oak for the BTSU gloves in particular. And as always, I recommend farming knee pads at the American History Museum or wherever they are if you're still looking for Fox pair knee pads. I did a mission yesterday that had target loot for knee pads, and it dropped the Fox pairs knee pads for me. That's just how it goes for me in my experience. When you're farming the type, not the brand, when it comes to Fox pairs knee pads or, the Hollow Man mask, since you can't even farm for y'all gear, it's DZ exclusive. Or if you're farming for contractors gloves, I always tend to get them when I'm farming for gloves, knee pads, masks, that kind of stuff. The type, not the brand. If you're looking for the Chatterbox and don't want to do the blueprint, the Capitol Building Stronghold is a decent mission for that, but I always recommend getting the blueprint, and I have a fast 5-minute video on that if you want to check that out. There'll probably be in a card in the top right showing right about now. Otherwise, there's assault rifles at District Union Arena. If you're looking for the Chameleon, you can always grab it here. If you're doing heroic or legendary, that's another great way to get it as well. It tends to drop a lot more for me in my experience if you're doing that. And then of course you have rifles at Judiciary Square if you're looking for the Merciless rifle, or if you're looking for a classic M1A. I recently was using the Boomerang talent on the classic M1A and Rifleman, just testing those and seeing what's going on with that. and it seems to work a lot better than the Baker's Dozen Talon. I don't even like the Baker's Dozen anymore. It doesn't do nearly as much damage as Boomerang or Rifleman, so I've changed from the Baker's Dozen. I don't even use it anymore. And that's pretty much all my recommendations for today for the Washington, D.C. targeted loot map. And if you guys want to look it over, it's all good. I'll have my thoughts at the end of the video on Title Update 9.1. Otherwise, let's go to the New York City targeted loot map. So we do have light machine guns at the tombs today, and the Bullet King does drop from the tombs, but just remember that the Warlords in New York exotics do not drop in the targeted loot pool like all the pre-TU8 exotics do. They will not drop because it's targeted loot. So I've said this before in a few videos, but I always want to make it sure that that's stated. But if you're looking for the Pestilence, that is more likely to drop here than the Bullet King would, but you still can get the Bullet King here. So maybe if you're farming for both, you can farm this mission, and you might get both or one or the other. I would recommend this mission for sure. Otherwise, Wall Street's a great place to farm for it. That's where I got mine. And today, I know Binman just dropped me the Imperial Dynasty holster. That was really awesome if you guys saw that post. It's Alp Summit Ornament today. I don't ever recommend Alp Summit Ornament, but if you're looking for it, it's there. Otherwise, we got Seska SRO at Pathway Park, on a U at Trinity Church area. Sorry, that's the Battery Park area. Grupo Sombro at Financial District, Overlord Ornaments at Wall Street, Body Armor at Liberty Island, Golan Gear over here at Civic Center, and Gear Set items at Two Bridges. That's pretty much it for New York City. Alright guys, well basically that's going to be it for this daily target loot allocation video for May 17th, 2020. Really, my thoughts on TU 9.1 is really good. I'm loving it a lot, and that's pretty much about it. That's all I have to talk about right now. I'm saving the rest for the TU 9.1 review, so I'm just going to keep this video short and just targeted loot. Alright agents, have a wonderful day. Just remember to subscribe and like if you enjoy the content. I really appreciate it, and I work really hard on these videos. Thank you guys very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Agent Shadow, signing off.